we're friends, like actual friends, not just podcast coworkers, and and you're dating a family member of mine, right? And it's all good. You're a good guy. She loves you or he loves you, whatever your persuasion is. And you guys decide to have kids naturally. I'm going to be all for that. I'm going to be supportive. Now, let's just say situation's a little bit different. Maybe we're still friends, right? But maybe I dated someone, we were married, whatever, children over there. You got with that girl and you're, a good father figure, great husband. If, it ends up there, I'm happy. She's happy. You're a good dad to my kid. I'm happy. But if you did something like, oh, I don't know, tattoo my kids' names on your body, something you had nothing to do with, I'm going to be a little upset about that. Now, granted, Pete Davidson allegedly, considering everything that Kanye West has done to him and said about him and portrayed him as, probably has every right to do that. But is that a level of pettiness that he should take? I mean, it's a tattoo. As far as I mean, they could be removed, but it's not the easiest thing to do. More painful to remove than to actually get. How does this make sense? And why would he do this? And how, more importantly, how is this okay?
Well, first of all, thank you for bringing up immediately how Kanye has portrayed Pete Davidson, because that's important. It's important to the whole conversation. Kanye has said many things about Pete Davidson. He has AIDS. He does this joke. He has the tracks where he's gonna send the boy them and then send the men them after him and all of those things that he wants to talk about. He has the easy track and some new track that he has now. Every song is about Pete Davidson. Why, if I'm Pete Davidson, do I care what Kanye thinks? I don't. I don't care what Kanye thinks. I'm not looking for his respect. I'm not looking to help him in any way or consult him on any decisions that are part of my life. Now, if it's something where I am dating the mother of the children and I feel that way about the baby daddy, in this case, the only person whose permission I'm going to need is that of the person I'm dating, the mom. The only person whose permission Pete Davidson needed before he did this was Kim Kardashian's. Like, fuck Kanye. At the end of the day, if you wanted my respect, you should have given it to me first. This is what you earned. And thank God Pete Davidson is giving Kanye a taste of Kanye. Pause. Letting him know what it feels like to be attacked in this way. It's a subliminal hit. It's a subliminal jab, a subliminal right hand from Will Smith. This is what this is. What can you do about it?
If you had a kid, right? Would you feel comfortable with your baby's mother's boyfriend, who she was dating for under a year? Would you feel comfortable with that man disciplining your child in a physical way? Yes or no?
Fuck no.
Cool. So when you discipline somebody in a physical way, of course it could have lifelong ramifications. It could stick with them, right? That's been proven. But a tattoo is definitely going to last a lot longer than a spank, especially when the tattoo is now not just immortalized on the person's body, it's immortalized on the internet. Because we all know once it's on the internet, it's up there forever. So now, fast forward, let's say Kim and Pete, hopefully they do, but let's just say they don't work out, right? Maybe North has no idea. Maybe she does, probably does, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe the other little kids have no idea that Pete's got their names allegedly tatted on his neck. They grow up now. They didn't work out. Maybe Kim and Kanye get back together. Maybe they don't. But don't you think Kim would have some explaining to do? And even when we use that word explaining, how good is Kim at making these current decisions that can impact her later on in life? We've seen what happened with the sex tape, the tears. Do you think this is going to be a little bit of a repeat from that?
Listen, it's possible that the decisions that she said yes as are the same as the decisions that he wanted to get the tattoo. Maybe they're both petty. Maybe they both want to get at Kanye right now, and the intentions aren't as pure as they should be. Maybe it's a strict revenge tactic for them. It doesn't matter what the reasons are, though. It doesn't matter. It's not like this man went out and got a billboard. He got a tattoo on his neck. That thing has to be tiny. The writing has to be simplistic.
Wait. Did you say he didn't get a billboard?
I didn't. Yeah, Pete Davidson didn't get a billboard with the kids' names on it. He got a tattoo.
Okay, I want to know what you think is more effective: a billboard on a street corner or a tiny tattoo on your neck that TMZ posts. I'll wait.
Well, it depends on where the billboard is, because if it's
so anyways,
in Times Square,
the other thing what's
I'm gonna
also
go with Times Square.
The other thing that's also really important to know.
Thanks for not letting me answer.
Well, because the answer was bullshit. But the other thing that's also really important to know is you said that he only had to consult Kim Kardashian. I mentioned.
You know how much it costs to get a billboard in Times Square?
Have you?
And do you know why it costs so much?
Have you?
Just saying.
All right, tell me why it costs so much.
Because of the value of how many people are going to see that in a given day. Not that, listen, TMZ is great, man.
All right, we're done.
A large reach.
All right, yeah. TMZ, you're trying to tell me one billboard in Times Square can reach more people than TMZ. All right, we're done. Anyway, the point is like, yeah, no. Kim was not the only person that created these children. Pete had nothing to do with it. Listen, just because Caitlyn Jenner can switch sexes, okay, man, woman, even though Caitlyn can do that, she's not a hermaphrodite. She still can't get herself pregnant. She still well, first of all, she needs a womb, but she also needs a dick, okay? Kim did not get pregnant with Pete. Kim got pregnant with Kanye. So if you want to consult anyone, you got to consult both parties, even if the second party is being a complete asshole to you. Listen, when you do something like that, that's tantamount to, I don't know, pissing all over the fucking photo album with you and your children in there. Hey, none of this even matters. In fact, that's tantamount to cutting Kanye West's picture out of all the family trips and pasting your own picture on there. That's really insulting, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Those two things are not even similar, man. Listen, we're talking about a tattoo on somebody's neck, bro. That's what we're talking about. And I don't see why you feel like he needs to go to Kanye. If I'm Pete Davidson, I'm putting myself in his shoes when I talk it and I say it like this. I don't care what Kanye thinks, bro. If Kanye cared, if Kanye wanted to matter in my life, he would have shown me a little bit of respect at some point. He just doesn't like me because I'm dating his former wife, his ex-wife. I get it. I understand the emotions, bro, but don't come at me. We weren't in the relationship together. You were with her. You want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the person you're in a relationship with. And that goes for many situations. That goes for multiple situations involving exes when somebody else gets in a new situation.
And that's
just
fine.
Get mad at the right person.
Yeah, that's cool. But you know what? You mentioned it earlier a little bit. You say, hey, maybe Pete and Kim, they colluded in this.
Yeah, maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe they just want to be petty.
For sure.
Let them do their thing.
Let's be petty. Let's let them do their thing. And
hey, we let Kanye go for months.
And who cares if we use our children as pawns to be petty?
Because Kanye didn't do that either.
Who cares?
So, who cares? It's crazy. Sometimes, listen, it's not good when they say, who is it? Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. Is that her that actually, and it was like I actually said that? Yeah. Right. Sometimes it's good to get down in the dirt with the pigs. You know who said that? My grandma.
Yeah.
So
the only difference is when you're talking about children, right? Children, they can't fend for themselves. Even when one side, we'll just say Kanye, because he was pretty nasty with it, is going low, regardless of how low they go, once the other side, the mother, the other parent needs to stay high, because children who cannot fend for themselves need to have somebody in their lives as a constant to set an example. So when both go low, you get people, I don't know, you get kids that kill their parents in their sleep because they didn't buy them a video game.
And this is, of course, us assuming that the kids don't like the tattoo.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair assumption.
I mean, you can assume that. I'm not going to say it's unfair, but I just want to be clear because somebody's going to say that in the comments. You don't know how North and say you know you're not under their head, bro. What do you know? They might love it. Yes, they might. So they might love it. So that's another thing. Take that into account as well.
I'll tell you this. If the inevitable happened, not inevitable, but if the unthinkable happened and me and my wife broke up and she got with a dude and the dude was an amazing person, married, amazing husband, amazing father to my child. But for some reason, and we were cool. Like I said at the top of this, for some reason, he got it in his head that he thought it was a good idea to tattoo my daughter's name on his body. The kumbaya moment is now over. And I'm going to jail.
Is this after you said a bunch of shit about him and you were talking smack, or is this just
no? He was just like, yo,
because if you just did nothing to provoke it,
he
then
was just
yes.
like, yeah, he was just like, I love
I
your
agree
daughter
with you.
so much.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree with you. If it was something where you didn't do anything to prompt it, then 100%. But if it's a Kanye situation and Pete Davidson, that's completely different. And in that situation, then if I'm Pete Davidson, I don't give a fuck. Let me also be clear that if I'm Kanye, I'm pissed off. So, well, it depends on whose shoes I'm in, I guess, in this situation.
And again, this is all alleged. We don't even know if it could be scribbles. We have no idea what these real tats are.
That's what I mean. Alleged. That's what I mean. It's so small, and it could probably be just single line. Like it's not even like outline and then filled in. It could be something so simple and so small. So, let's not make a mountain out of a mole. I believe that's the first time that's ever been said.
No. I've heard that.
Yo, why'd you ruin my moment, man?
That was not a moment. All right, viewing public, what are your thoughts on this, man? I think this is a step too far if it is what it is. And by the way, it should also be known, Pete Davidson is hilarious. At least I think he's very funny. I've watched his stand-ups, and he has had stand-ups where he spoke to his tattoos. And Pete Davidson is like a person who travels the world and takes a lot of pictures, except he doesn't take pictures, he inks his body. So every single one of his tattoos, not only most tattoos,
commemorates moments in his life.
Thank you. So this is a moment, although I think there's a lot of other tats that he probably could have got. But anyways, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And I also believe that this is a moment that Pete Davidson, it's a moment he wishes he could have for life. Once again, I believe that's the first time. So I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You ruined it for the first time, man. I almost was about to get through it, and then you ruined it. I was this close. All right,
man. Shout out to T-. Deuces.